folks, hope you are well. This one was voted for over by these lovely patrons. I thought I'd already done this one, but I haven't, so we're going to sort that out. It's in drop D tuning, so low E needs to go down to match your fourth string. Rest are standard. Tone wise, I'm using the funny little boxes dirt with these settings. Not loads of chug and a little bit of reverb. This is the Duesenberg Phantom Series A, and I'm using my Morgan MVP 66 pack there. So let's go for the first riff, shall we? Basically, one guitar is just playing this 4 times. The other guitar branches off, and you'll hear. And then a 2-bar rest. Then in the verse, it just plays an octave above. You know, like that. So you get the vibe, right? So play the fills if you want, but I would just stick with the main riff. So you're going to do hammer-ons, 3, 4, 5. And then open. Then you do a couple of little quarter step bends, followed by an open string. And then they're not bent, okay? So you're just playing the 3rd fret twice and then the open fret twice. So slowly. One more time. And then you just keep playing it. One, two, and then back in. And when you go back in, you're playing it 10 times, okay? As I say, the variance is just with the second guitar. You're going to play this the first time. Next time you play 0, 1, 2 on the next string up. Then you go 3, 4, 5 on the A string. You know? Back down to that one for the 4th time round. And the verse comes in. You're going to do the octave if you want to play the second guitar part. The chorus part is quite a unique sounding part, really. I would fret the power chord, the D power chord, with my little finger here. I wouldn't use my 3rd finger because I find it uncomfortable, because you're going to need to bend that like a full step up. So that's the 5th fret on the low string going up. And you're going to play this. I think watching Chris live, he kind of leaves his fingers in situ while these are doing other stuff. No, but this finger here is going to stay put, right? So you're going to play. Okay, so and that is quite tricky because you're basically bending the string on the same fret, but 1 string down, right, from where you're fretting the power chord. Now, you could ignore the 5th fret on the A string and just play the top part of the power chord. You know? That's probably easier. So you could play the full chord on the first time, and you want a little overhang, you know, with my finger, look, is sat like that, okay? So it's not, I haven't got the tip of my finger here, I'm giving it a bit extra over the top so I can grab hold of that low string, right? And then the there's a little slide there, right? So again, the first one. Then you slide it down and you play. You know? That's the vibe, right? Okay, so the whole thing together slowly. And you're going to play that twice round, okay? After 2 of those, you go into a slightly different riff, which is... Whoops, and then we go... for that little turnaround. So 1 finger power chord action. You could use that rhythm all the way through. So it's just... So you've got a hammer on, pull off, and then down to the 7th fret, okay? Then you go up to the 15th fret. You do 15, 12, 10. Like that. Or, and he does sort of mix this up a bit, you play that. Rather than... It's just another 16th note. First time I hear it, and the other 2 I hear. So, you know, play what you want, but that's what I hear. So you're going to do that 3 times. And then, that's like a half step bend. And then, round that intro part again, right? Then you repeat the verse part and the kind of chorus part. You play this with the part 5 times this time, and then you go into the that twice, and then into that part again. Then you go back into this 4 times. Like that. So another 2 of them. Then there's this part. I think that's where the hammer-ons and pull-offs are. Cool riff, isn't it? I mean, it's only in there, I think, like 4 bars, and that's it. And then you go... So I think you do like 5, 5, 7, 8 here. That rings out, and then we're into a kind of middle 8 section. Now the next section leads in on the 4 and. So you'd have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? And it goes... like that, okay? Then open. 3rd fret. And 1st fret. Around again. That rings out for 4 beats the second time round. Then we are into the solo, and behind that we have this. Which is really cool. It's a slide from the 3rd fret and then you catch some open strings, and then you do 7. I think they're natural harmonics on the 12th fret. Like that. You do that 8 times. I haven't tabbed the solo, but I mean it's D minor pentatonic stuff, so so it's position 1 stuff. You've got it's all in this box, right? Then you got a bit of, then you do some bends. And then I think, something similar to that. Again, you're just going through, building your way up through the bends in this little, section. In that pentatonic box. I think he does break out and go. To the second box. But there you go, that's roughly the solo. Just have fun with that. And then we're into this palm muted part. You do that 5 times. It may just be muted strings. If you want to do that, make sure you're in between the frets, not... otherwise you're going to get... you're going to get that sounding out. So it's down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, down. But I would go for a palm mute. Sounds a bit Queens of the Stone Age, but there we go. Then you're back in. Into that twice again. Into that again. Subtle variation here with this part. So it's 3 bends this time, and then okay. And then the outro part is just it's just that 8 times, and again more of that deep pentatonic stuff. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. See you again soon.